chapters. I would say don't look around too much. Don't care too much about what other guys are doing better than you. There will always be someone better. But likewise, there's going to be someone worse, right? There's going to be someone who's also a bit worse. So don't wait to start doing things until you feel you're perfect at it. No. If you wait for that, you will probably never start. So if something doesn't work, you can change it later. You can always change stuff later, right? So very few decisions in life are irreversible. Let's remember that. We always feel like time is short, so you have to be perfect, you have to do this really right. No, just start, just do it, learn as you go, and if it's really bad, you will reverse it. Don't worry too much about what others think or what they're doing. Instead, just be humble, stay in your lane, and do things your way. This is advice to myself. Be humble, stay in your lane, and do things your way. No one has your unique set of gifts, your abilities, your passions, and no one can do things exactly like you. So it's time for you to appreciate that you have your way of doing things, and yes, it's fine. Find your specific niche, your unique take on things. That's what makes you you. You're a unique person. You have your own different point of view of life, and focus on that. Build yourself up as you, as the unique person that you are. Probably took you a while to find your focus, so stay focused on that and press forward. Press forward on what you found about yourself. It's a great thing. So this is going to sound a little weird, but don't fear to put yourself first. In fact, it's not even don't fear. Put yourself first. Because every time a child has come into your life, it's automatic. It happens by reflex. You automatically start putting their needs in front of yours for the next 18 years. It irritates a little in the beginning, and then it just becomes second nature very, very fast. This is especially for women, because naturally we sacrifice without thinking, because that's just how we were made. That's, I think, the nurturing part of motherhood or of womanhood. That's just what moms do. So now that you're child free, what excuse do you have? What reason do you have? Learn to put yourself first. Yes, and I said learn because a lot of the time we have to learn it. For so long we were second best, third, fourth place. So it's something that you have to train yourself, teach yourself again how to do that. And then resist the urge to do child management from a distance because your child has left. Don't do that. You will inhibit their independence. They need to grow into independence, learn how to do things their own way. And if you get into that habit, you'll trap yourself in some old routines that are not going to work with your new lifestyle. This one, I think in our family, we suffer from it. I believe my sister and I have this thing a lot. My son keeps telling me, okay, you're too much in my business, So I have to consciously step back. He doesn't spare me. So there's that I'm trying to learn now too. If he thinks his way is better than mine, okay, let's wait and see. Try it your way and let's see if it works, fine. I'm still learning to do that. It's hard for me, and I think my sister has the same issue with her daughter. So Kim, I hope you're hearing this one. It's for us. So by letting your child go, you're able to put yourself first. If you just don't think about them for 10 minutes, you can be able to put yourself first, establish a healthy foundation for them to become adults. Now you'll be able to treat them as adults, because I remember how I got such a healthy respect for my mom after having my child. That's when you realize, oh my gosh, this is what she used to deal with, And before you become a parent, you think this is just your right, So you initially might feel like you're being selfish. You are not. Please do go ahead and put yourself first. The other thing that you would want to look into is their room. For the most part, don't touch their room. let it stay as they left it, please, because kids vary, they're different. Some pack everything and leave an empty, hollow, echoing space that looks like it's never been lived in. Others abandon their stuff all over the place and kind of consciously or unconsciously expect you to pick after them. It's actually one of the hardest things to deal with when you're dealing with the emptiness, because the vacancy and all of that stuff being left makes you, it kind of rubs it in. But don't. If you can't, don't. Just leave it. Let it just stay for even a few months. When they come to visit, let them deal with it. Unless, of course, it's a situation whereby maybe there was some type of congestion and you need the space. No, if you need this room, by all means, I'm sure even by the time the child was leaving, you guys had talked about it. So they will be aware that that room is going to be used. And yeah, I mean, it makes no sense to leave a room vacant and you're squashing in another room when there's this vacant space. So it's just a matter of communication. If that is the situation, by all means, respectfully keep their things probably on the side. And if you're going to just use the room for sleeping in and all that, but maybe don't just take over it completely unless you guys have agreed on this. If it's something you've agreed on, if it's something that you guys have agreed on, that's fine. By all means, go ahead. Another thing you can think of is reducing kitchen duties. If you've always been the primary cook, girl, take a break. I still cook most of the time, even now. We have a way we've done our duties at home. My son has what he does and I have what I do, but it's still the kitchen. So meal preparation is something that is there. As your children are growing, you're guiding them on ways to eat and nutrition and all of that kind of thing, and then they become adults and they can be able to do that for themselves. But that is one of the things that I know I'm going to take full advantage of once Eric leaves the house, because nowadays a lot of the time I don't feel like cooking. I've cooked and cooked and cooked. I'm tired. I will do with a snack or a takeout, a small thing, and I can do takeout endlessly. It's only that right now health issues and all of this situation that's going on has kind of forced us. But you can do a salad. I can eat something very light, which probably Eric would not be able to go to sleep on. So that's one thing I'm going to take full advantage of when that time comes. But for those who are there now, take a break. Take a break from the 3-course, I don't know how many step meal. Negotiate. If you're with your spouse, negotiate with your spouse. What meals will be home cooked, when you're going to have takeout, when you have a night out, you're eating out on the town, when it's each man for himself. There are times when there are leftovers and you want this, I want this. That day you can each warm for yourself and eat whenever you feel like, you're free. Take full advantage of that. And while we're on that thing of having time to eat out and all of that stuff, please have a date night. Mark it on the calendar. Have that night when you're either out with your significant other, your spouse, your best friend, your girlfriend, your sister. So have a night or a day when they know this particular afternoon, mom is out with her pal. This is her day for her me time. Go out, have fun, do things with each other. Just have that day so that you have something to look forward to, even when the week is such a drag. Oh my goodness, Saturday is coming, thank goodness. I can finally go out and let down my hair, have a drink or have coffee and just eat some nice food out there which you haven't made yourself. Travel a little, see some nice places, go to the museum, those kind of things. Just invest in having a nice time for yourself. Me time. I don't apologize for my me time. Okay, and then try to learn something new. That's another point. Learning something new is so much fun. This is one of the times when an old dog can learn a new trick. I read that somewhere and I thought it was so nice. Pick up a craft and learn how to do it. Pick up a sport. Yeah, you have the time. Well, why not? Why not? And then set goals. Set goals for yourself. If I know there are many times in your past where you were saying, I would have done this, I wish I could do this, I would have loved to do this, but I can't because of the kids. If the kids were not at home, I would do this. Sit down, take time and write those goals. Now that you have the time, sit down and remind yourself, okay, these are the things I used to want to do. Let me do them now. Yeah? These are the things I wanted to do back then. Have goals. Look through your bucket list or write a new one and start ticking them off. Actually do them. Let it not just be a list that sits there and you're saying I wish. No, actually do them. Do them, and it will give you such a sense of satisfaction and pride. Actually do them and tick them off as you go along. It's a great feeling. I've only done like 2, but oh man, it's amazing. In fact, I'm adding to my bucket list. I'm not there yet. I still have Eric at home, but there's some things that I can still do because he's still, for the most part, he's independent. He's more out than in, and yeah, he has one foot out the door, so to speak. So I'm getting set. I'm getting ready. These are things that I'm preparing for myself. Yeah. So whether they are professional or personal goals, set them there. Put reminders there in front of you, and see how you can go about them. Take them seriously. As we come to a close, I will say another one is investing in yourself. Take time to work out. Yeah, working out for women, especially strength training now at this time is priceless. We need a lot of strength training at this time. You'll find a lot of stuff is falling apart, and that strength training is key. It's very important, vital at this time. So don't pay for a gym membership that you'll never use. Take time to do things like walking, have a swim, do gentle ones first. If you feel like aerobics and all of that stuff is a bit much, do something consciously, because as we get older, it becomes more clear that we can't take good health for granted, or health as it is. You need to take care of it, and if you can be able to work out and make it a constant in your life, it gives you some form of insurance. It makes sure that you stay fit for longer. Even as you age, your body will thank you for it, and you will have the strength to do a lot more. You'll have a lot more. And then be goofy is number 8. Be goofy. We have another list, by the way. Be goofy. Take time to play. I did a silly video the other day of my filters and stuff. Just have fun, skip, run around, have a day with kids in a park. Just do the things that make you really laugh from inside. Every once in a while. It's good. It makes you feel nice to have those moments where you can just be free, not having a care in the world. It's a good thing. Number 9 is talking about it. Talk about stuff. Find someone you can talk to, because when kids are at home, they come to you. You're the one always listening. You're the one always giving advice. You're the shoulder to lean on, to cry on, and all of that stuff, and that is great. It's really good. You tend to keep everything bottled in, because even when you're scared, you're being brave for them, so you don't show. That causes you to push down a lot of emotions. You keep your emotions under, lock and key, because you want to be strong for these children. But once they have left, there's nothing causing you not to just be you. If you have your partner, your spouse, a close friend, talk about anything and everything. You're not trying to be strong for anyone. You're talking to your peers who know and understand, and in most cases have gone through the same thing as you, if not worse. So in as much as you're venting, they get a sounding board as well, and you're getting sensible advice. Sometimes you just want someone to listen, and either way, that person can be there for you. And it's amazing how much of a relief it is to just talk. Just 2 days ago, I have a friend who comes to do some cleaning at a neighbor's place, and I went through something. I was going through some sort of a witch hunt from a neighbor, and it took all my energy to hold it down and not get back to them. It ended up working. I can say God worked it out perfectly, because they ended up being put to shame for the issue that they raised and tried to bring a big deal out of. But when this woman came and we sat and we talked as she was doing her chores, the relief was tremendous. But what is even funny is how I was waiting for her to come on that day. It was like 2 or 3 days after the incident. I could not wait. It's all I could do, not to tell her, come early, so I can just give you this gist, Yeah, so talking helps a lot. When you know it's somebody dependable, it's really great. I talk a lot to my mom as well, and my sister. Yeah, so it's always good when you have someone to talk about. I want to touch again on the volunteering. We had talked about it earlier. We mentioned it earlier, but if you get to a place where you feel like you want to give to the community, volunteering is something that can be really good. Volunteering is the place where there are many kids or disabled people or old people, maybe prisoners. Those kind of things helps you to be able to offer your services on a wider, when you're at home and you're in charge and you're doing everything. Yes, it's just your immediate family that you're basically in control of. This one allows you to work with a wider range of people. You get to meet people you otherwise wouldn't have, and it can also be very fulfilling, especially if you feel called in that area. That I just wanted to broaden a bit on that one. On another hand, what about refreshing your space? If you create or recreate or redecorate areas, your living room, your bedroom, it gives a lot of joy. It is very satisfying. That's one thing that is so satisfying, especially if you're like changing, maybe the living room. It's no longer going to use a lot of the stuff that maybe you were using before the kids left. Maybe there were things you had bought specifically for the children. You can give away, you can sell, and in that space you can do something different with the area. It's a very rewarding experience. You can also just decide to do a color change, just do a makeover to herald the new stage in life that you're in. Maybe put some ridiculous colors that you're the only one who likes and can stand. That would also be something very uplifting for your spirits. It's a great thing to do. We've talked about increasing your knowledge, taking classes. Broaden your perspective on stuff. Try and find, new things that you've never done. Work with clay, work with glass, learn how to make vases, take a class in doing hair. You'll be the youngest, yes, of course you will. So what? Just do it. You're paying the fees just like everybody else. Go and learn it if it's something you like. Learn flower arrangement, those type of things. It's great. And then you can also look up old friends. This is something else. Reviving old friendships is a good thing too. You may have lost touch with a lot of friends because all of you are, raising kids and that kind of thing. Look each other up. Anyone who's around, people might have traveled and gone away, but if there are guys who are close and you guys still have a connection, or maybe that's when you'll find out if you have one or not. Maybe it died, but if it's there, that's something else worth doing. Just reconnect and see how the other person has been doing. Now there's another nice there's another important is the word, meeting with your financial advisor. This one now is quite really important, because you want to know the state of your finances. Don't leave everything until it's so late. You want to be sure you have enough to retire with. So even if you don't have a will, see about what you can do towards working towards getting it. See how you can work towards getting that. It's important. It's a good thing to do, leave stuff for your kids so that you don't have all this stress when you're retired and I've had my moments with that situation, and it's really tense. It's not enjoyable at all. So that's one good thing to do now. I'm working on that now, and just plan properly. Just plan properly in advance. Get a pet. Getting a pet is another good thing you can do, because pets are some other animals are a great source of unconditional love. They don't have mood swings. So if you're looking for a way to fill the space, get yourself something like those cute puppies I had on the other day, or a cat if you like cats, that kind of thing. Yeah. And the last one is read. Open up a whole avenue. Reading just opens up your mind to so much. Now you're free. You have the time, no excuses. Sit somewhere, relax in a corner, go to a park and read. All the books which maybe you've been keeping. If you are a magazine person, look at your magazines, subscribe to some new stuff, and just enjoy it. You know how beautiful and all those things where you can get all these awesome decorating ideas, or motivational books. Read something. It will be worth your while. Reading carries us off into another place for some hours, and it's great. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to end that there. I don't know how many parts this thing is going to be divided into, because I just went on and on. I found that it was a topic that just kept opening up avenues, and it's very dear and close to me at this point. I hope you guys will find something, that helps your heart and your mind, and just a few possibilities that are open to you when your kids leave home. I would love to hear you guys, what you guys do, what ideas you have for that time. If you're in that time, what are you doing? And let's try and encourage each other in this new chapter of life, where we are reinventing ourselves and finding purpose as a different person, now as an empty nester, as opposed to a thriving parent, so to speak. So guys, I've come to the end of this very enjoyable series. I hope you guys will enjoy it, watching it as much as I have enjoyed filming it. I will let you guys go now. I'll try and divide it into some pieces that are not too long, and I really hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. It's just been so much fun. It started like a joke because my niece left, and I just got that idea. By the way, this is something new, and then I looked it up and I found, oh my goodness, it's a whole topic that goes on for days. So I really enjoyed myself. It's going to probably cover most of March, or is it April? I'm not sure. I have a few other things set up. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you like what you're seeing here, give it a like. There are several parts. I think they'll be up to part 4, so the sizes can make sense. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Stay safe, stay sanitized. See ya.